Alrighty guys, yo, what up YouTube? It's your boy Fitzmonk TV here, aka G-Lauren33. I'm here with a video for you guys today, and we are discussing more Dragon Ball Super Broly news. And we're talking about Dragon Ball Super Broly in 4DX. So this video we're going to talk about how the movie's going to be in 4DX, and this is also kind of a, an explanation of what 4DX is, because there are people out there that don't know. Because if you go to the movies regularly, you may just see your movie in 2D or 3D. There's not many that see their movies in 4D, but there are 4D movies out there. And Dragon Ball Super Broly will be available to see in 4DX, not only in Japan but here in America. I'm not sure about other countries because I'm not really sure how their theater system works and all that. But on Twitter, on the Dragon Ball Super Broly Twitter account, they posted this visual right here, and it's Broly looking amazing like usual, and it has 4DX Extreme along with some Japanese text. So luckily we have the translated version, and it's not the best translation, but you guys get the point. Experience the impact of Broly in the Extreme version. So limited visual of the movie in 4DX Extreme is completed. So they just finished the 4DX version of the movie, which we'll talk about in just a sec. The 4DX screening of the film is the most intense 9-level movement and is shown in the Extreme version. The overwhelming battle scenes of the same people in the theater by all means. So when Dragon Ball Super Broly was first announced, when we got this official poster back at the beginning of July, I believe. If you look down here, this was the formats of which they plan to have the movie released. In 2D, I'm not sure about 3D, but IMAX, of course, MX4D and 4DX. MX4D and 4DX are pretty similar. They're almost the same thing. Alright. So they had plans to put this in 4D from the start. So now I want to talk about what 4DX is, and then after that we'll talk about how Dragon Ball Super Broly in 4DX will be. Alright, so I got this from cinemabland.com, and this article was released a couple years ago, but it's a pretty good explanation of what 4DX is. So if you're looking for a more extreme way to view your most anticipated movies, then 4DX could be just the thing that you've always wanted. I just wanted to say, I've never seen a movie in 4DX. Alright, I'm already planning on seeing Dragon Ball Super Broly at least 3 or 4 times. Alright, I'm going to see it on premiere night. I plan to see it once with my friends. I plan to see it once in IMAX Ultimate Edition. And I also plan to see it in 4DX. Alright, I don't know what order I'm going to do it yet, but I'll figure that out once we get closer to the release date of the movie. But anyway, back to this. So 4DX puts customers right into the middle of the action in their favorite flicks through the use of technology that utilizes seat movement and sensory effects inside the auditorium, which are synced to the action on screen. Alright? So the 4D tech essentially is the modern day version of promotion gimmicks like shock seats and smell vision, a way to try to make the viewer feel as though they are in the film they're watching. Obviously, it's more advanced. 4DX not only moves the seat in response to the action on screen, but sprays mist bubbles amidst various odors to enhance the viewing experience as well. One side, or maybe one negative, really, because most people, they pay for the movies somewhere around $6 to $15 max. That's the way most U.S. theaters charge their movies. IMAX is around $15, I believe, 15 to 18 bucks, and the most expensive ones are 4DX. They come around $22 a ticket. All right, for some that could be pretty expensive, especially just to spend on a movie. But but based on what I've heard from other people, it's worth it. All right, it's worth it. And not every movie comes in 4DX because it does cost some money to put a movie in the 4DX format. It's basically the movie in 3D. Some movies don't do the 4DX format without the 3D, but almost all 4DX movies are in 3D. So you'll get the 3D glasses, of course, and basically you'll get all this crazy stuff, like your seats will basically react with the action going on the screen. So you'll get spray at different points. You'll get water flung not in your face, but you'll feel like water around you. You'll smell stuff that's similar to what's going around in the environment in the movie. And basically, I believe there's like at least one 4DX theater in every state other than Hawaii. I'm not sure if there's 4DX theaters in Hawaii, but you can basically find a 4DX theater in about every state. All right, and as time goes by, they're gonna keep making more and more. They are a little bit expensive to make. Well, they're not really 4DX theaters. It's mostly just the theaters are in the theaters, if that makes sense. So if you go to a regular theater, you might find the 4DX format in that theater. 4DX theaters are actually pretty small. They're not that big. All right, some can vary from 20 seats to maybe about 100. They're not super big at all, to be honest with you. But basically, if you want to go to a 4D theater, go for it. But how does this relate with Dragon Ball Super Broly? Well, the thing about it is, we think about it, most likely the 4DX is gonna mostly play with the battle scenes. All right, it might play with some of the other stuff going around, like some of the dialogue scenes, which I'm not gonna go into because those involve spoilers. But when we see like Goku going up against Broly, or Vegeta going up against Broly, or Frieza going up against Broly, or whatever, you're gonna see different environment changes. And we know this movie is very fast paced, so your seat might move, and it's kind of like a mini roller coaster, but it's not in a way, because it's not like they're trying to throw you off of your seat. All right, but you may feel your seat moving pretty fastly to tie in with the action going on screen. So for one thing, remember that the beginning of the battle between Goku, Vegeta, and Broly, it takes place in the Arctic, and then later it turns, the battle gets so intense that it starts turning into the like lava volcano environment, and then the final battle with Gogeta and Broly takes place in other dimensions. That's how crazy it gets. All right, so as we get these different locations with these fights going on in the movie, you're gonna see, you're gonna feel different changes. So maybe, I don't know how it's gonna be, or I don't know what's gonna actually happen, but you might get, during the Arctic battles, you might, the theater might feel a little breezy, so they might put some like chilly wind effects that make it feel a little bit colder. And then maybe when they get into like the volcano battles, you might feel the heat or the temperature rise a little bit to make it feel like you're in that volcano environment. And then when we have like Gogeta versus Broly, that battle is going to be so fast paced, and it's going to be so powerful because those characters are so strong that they're legit breaking time and space, that you may see you feel your seat moving around very quickly, different senses, different odors coming into the theater. It's going to be pretty epic. So I'm definitely going to do a review, or maybe vlog my experience at the 4DX theater. I don't know how it's going to work yet, because I've never seen a movie in 4DX, but I'm pretty damn excited to see it, and I'm pretty damn happy that the first movie I'm ever going to see in 4DX will be Dragon Ball Super Broly, because Dragon Ball is my favorite show ever. Alright, but that's about it. That's about all I got for you guys today. I would highly recommend you guys go see this movie in 4DX. At least see it once in 2D or 3D or IMAX or whatever. And then if you plan to go back and see it again, consider go seeing it in 4DX. All right, relive the epicness that this movie will be in a new format, in a new way. All right, and actually feel like you're in the movie. Feel like you're there battling with Goku and Vegeta against Broly or whatever. All right. But other than that, that's about all I got for you guys today. If there's any other Dragon Ball Super Broly news, I'll make sure to report that to you guys. Alright, I hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you guys later. Peace.